In this video, we present an account of Ferreira dos Santos debate with a communist intellectual. We'll analyze how to approach productive debate, focusing on strategies that transcend mere classroom theory. Employed and orthodox. Methods worth examining as they offer valuable tools for engaging with ideological opponents. Key observations from the debatee. The event featured a dedicated communist sent by his party to present Marxist ideology, while the opponent focused on expounding communist doctrine. Employed nuanced rhetorical techniques. The beneficial reinterpretation would first reframe communist theses in their most favorable light before critiquing them, demonstrating intellectual honesty. Example, let me clarify your position to ensure I represent it fairly. Empathic engagement. The prioritized understanding his opponent's intellectual needs rather than scoring points. This disarmed the communists' defensiveness, creating space for genuine dialogue. Authority highlighted his opponent's credentials. As the Communist Party's General Secretary, a colleague of Luis Carlos Prest's, you're uniquely positioned to clarify these doctrines. This forced the opponent to engage substantively rather than rhetorically. Anticipatory framing preempted objections by setting expectations. My friends feared this debate. They assumed I'd be crushed by communist logic. This heightened audience curiosity while positioning himself as the underdog. Emotional. Maintained respect, assuring, my goal isn't to offend but to explore truth together. This prevented the opponent from retreating into dogmatism. Why these strategies matter. Unlike modern internet debates where speakers talk past each other, ease approach exposed weaknesses in communism by first strengthening the opponent's arguments. Modeled intellectual integrity. His concessions built credibility for his critic. Transformed conflict into collaborative truth-seeking. When an opponent suddenly forgets their position or fails to defend it effectively, it often reveals deeper issues in their reasoning. This isn't about mere forgetfulness, it's a sign that their ideology cannot withstand scrutiny. Key observations from the debatee. Listening as a weapon instead of interrupting. Listened intently to his communist opponent, demonstrating genuine interest in their arguments. This disarmed the opponent, as hostility often stems from fear of being misunderstood, exposing weaknesses with their own. Would restate the opponent's arguments more clearly than they could, then reveal contradictions. Example, you argue communism solves inequality, yet your own party's leaders live in luxury. How does this align with Marxist theory? The fear behind silencing tactics. When someone tries to shut down debate, it signals insecurity, a fear that their ideas won't survive open discussion. Noted, if your ideology is so robust, why fear opposing views? Storytelling for persuasion. Used vivid anecdotes. For example, a communist worker once told me to connect emotionally while making abstract ideas concrete, strategic. Would grant minor points to the opponent. You're right about this small issue. To create goodwill before dismantling their core thesis. Lessons for modern debates. Never let an opponent control the narrative by rushing. Patience forces them to confront their own gaps. Link their ideas to negative outcomes. Your proposal sounds noble, but in practice, it led to disaster in Venezuela. Appeal to shared values. We both want justice, but your method has historically betrayed that goal.